Iceland, a land of breathtaking landscapes, awe-inspiring geysers, and a culture as vibrant as the northern lights dancing across its skies. It is a place where powerful waterfalls cascade down rugged cliffs, where glaciers meet black sand beaches, and where history and mythology interweave in a tapestry that's both rich and mysterious. But beyond the landscapes, there's a dynamic that sets Iceland apart from the rest of the world: its approach to love and the unique role that women play in this society. In this episode, we'll be unraveling the enchanting enigma that is Icelandic love life, exploring the intriguing traditions that have shaped romantic relationships throughout the ages. From the ancient sagas that speak of epic love stories, to the modern reality of dating apps against the backdrop of stunning fjords, we're in for an adventure that's as wild as the Icelandic wilderness. Before we dive into the amazing facts about this country, let me introduce it to you. Nestled between the rugged embrace of the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans, Iceland is a mesmerizing Nordic island country. Imagine standing on the mid-Atlantic ridge, the remarkable boundary that separates the continents of North America and Europe. This is where Iceland's story unfolds, a tale woven by tectonic plates and shaped by the forces of nature. In the vibrant heart of Iceland lies its captivating capital, Reykjavik, a city that echoes with the pulse of its roughly 380,000 inhabitants, about 36% of the entire nation. This city is a hub of culture, innovation, and creativity. But what truly sets Iceland apart is its geological drama. The earth beneath your feet rumbles with geysers that shoot hot water into the sky and volcanoes that paint the landscape with fiery eruptions. The island's interior is an artist's canvas of contrasts, from the ethereal beauty of volcanic plateaus adorned with sand, lava fields, and glaciers, to the magnificent dance of glacial rivers that find their way to the sea. We journey back in time to the year 874 AD, when the island's saga began with Ingolfur Arnarson, a Norwegian chieftain who became Iceland's first permanent settler. In the centuries that followed, Iceland saw the arrival of Norwegians and other Scandinavians, who brought with them their stories and histories. Witness the evolution of governance, from the ancient Althing, one of the world's oldest functioning legislative assemblies, to the eventual sway of Norwegian and Danish rule. This tumultuous history laid the groundwork for Iceland's resilient spirit of independence. The flames of independence were fueled by the ideals of nationalism, culminating in the birth of the Kingdom of Iceland in 1918. And during the tumultuous days of World War II, Iceland seized the opportunity to declare itself a republic, thus severing the last formal ties with Denmark. From its humble beginnings as a fishing and agricultural society, Iceland transformed into a prosperous nation, embracing industrialization and diversifying its economy. Today, it's not just a land of breathtaking landscapes, but also a powerhouse of innovation, boasting sectors like finance, biotechnology, and manufacturing. Number 1. The sex culture in Iceland. All right, so picture this: a country where conversations about sex aren't hush-hush whispers behind closed doors. Nope, not at all. In Iceland, they've shattered those taboos, and they're rocking the boat of conventional thinking. Whether you're out with your friends, chilling at a coffee shop, or even just hanging around the corner, you're likely to hear folks casually chatting about their sex lives. Yep, you heard me right. Openly discussing the ins and outs of intimacy. It's like a breath of fresh air in a society that's often a little well tight-lipped. In Iceland, they've been rewriting the rulebook on gender and sex. Say goodbye to those old myths that only men are constantly craving some action while women are just waiting to be persuaded. That's a thing of the past here. In this beautiful land of ice and fire, women are seen as equal sexual beings with their desires and preferences. Men and women are on a level playing field, just like they deserve to be. So what's the secret sauce behind Iceland's liberated outlook on sex? Well, it's all about embracing those conversations that other societies might shy away from. Icelanders aren't afraid to ask questions, share experiences, and even learn from each other. It's this openness that breaks down the walls of judgment and stigma. Imagine a world where you can express your desires without fearing the raised eyebrows or the stifling whispers. Sounds pretty incredible, right? Here's another aspect that makes Iceland's sex culture stand out. It's all about embracing diversity. Just like with any other aspect of life, personal choices are respected and celebrated. Whether someone's looking for a meaningful connection or simply a no-strings-attached encounter, it's all fair game. And the best part? These choices are openly discussed, no judgments attached. It's like a safe haven where you can be yourself, free from the weight of societal norms. Number 2. Voted as the best place to live as a woman. Iceland has earned its reputation as a true champion of gender equality. It consistently ranks high in global gender equality indexes, making it a paradise for women seeking empowerment and equal opportunities. The country's progressive policies have shattered glass ceilings and set an inspiring example for the world. Maternity and paternity leave goals. Iceland doesn't just talk the talk, it walks the walk when it comes to supporting families. New mothers and fathers are entitled to generous parental leave, and this unique approach has fostered a society where both parents actively participate in child rearing. It's all about striking that beautiful balance between career and family life. The dynamic sisterhood. Iceland boasts a strong sisterhood culture. Women have stood up for their rights and left an indelible mark on the nation's history. In 1975, Icelandic Women went on a national strike, demonstrating the immense impact of women's work on the economy and society. This remarkable event is celebrated every year as Women's Day Off. It's an incredible testament to the strength and unity of Icelandic women. Education empowerment. Education is at the heart of Iceland's commitment to empowering women. The nation places a high value on education, ensuring that women have the same access to knowledge and opportunities as their male counterparts. This emphasis has led to a society where women are leaders in fields traditionally dominated by men. Outdoor adventures galore, but it's not just policies and politics that make Iceland a fantastic place for women. The rugged landscapes offer endless opportunities for outdoor adventures. From hiking on glaciers to soaking in geothermal hot springs, women can embrace nature's wonders and their own strength in this breathtaking environment. Number 3. Iceland has no army. Iceland is a nation that stands tall without an army. Yes, you heard me right. No tanks, no soldiers, no military maneuvers. How's that for a jaw-dropping start? You might be wondering, how does Iceland pull off this incredible feat? Well, the answer lies in its unique geography. This island nation is strategically positioned in the North Atlantic, making it a challenging spot for any military endeavor. Its rugged terrain, unpredictable weather, and active volcanoes might just give any potential invaders second thoughts. Icelanders have a deep-rooted culture of peace and diplomacy. In fact, did you know that Iceland became an independent republic in 1944 and decided not to establish its own military forces? Instead, it opted to invest in education, healthcare, and social services. It's a bold statement that reflects the nation's commitment to maintaining peace and fostering international cooperation. How does Iceland protect itself? Well, fear not, because Iceland is a member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO. This means that in case of any security threat, Iceland has the support of its NATO allies. This cooperative approach emphasizes the power of international relationships and the strength that can arise from them. But it's not just about practical arrangements. It's about the spirit of the Icelandic people. The culture here is one of resilience, creativity, and innovation. From their ancient sagas to their modern art and music scene, Icelanders embrace diversity and collaboration. This ethos trickles down into every aspect of their society, fostering a harmonious environment that truly shines on the global stage. Number 4. Ice cream is the perfect first date. Imagine walking down the charming streets of Reykjavik with someone special. The cool breeze, the cozy atmosphere, and the undeniable allure of the city set the perfect backdrop for a memorable first date. All right, here comes the twist, or should I say the swirl. Icelanders have a deep and genuine love for ice cream. It's not just a treat, it's practically a way of life. Regardless of the weather, you'll find locals and visitors alike enjoying a scoop of creamy goodness. There's something so delightfully charming about seeing people strolling hand in hand with their ice cream cones, exploring the city's sights. It's like the frozen treat is a symbol of togetherness and happiness. Now let's talk about the dreamy ice cream parlors that dot the Icelandic landscape. These parlors are not just places to get a sweet fix. They're an experience. Imagine stepping into a cozy, beautifully designed shop. The aroma of freshly made waffle cones wafting through the air. You're faced with an array of unique and mouth-watering flavors, many of which are inspired by Icelandic ingredients like berries, skar, and even volcanic ash. You and your date get to explore these delightful flavors together, making the experience all the more enchanting. There's something magical about sharing an ice cream cone with someone special. It's a simple act that can lead to profound connections and cherished memories. As you walk and talk, swapping stories and laughter, you're not just enjoying a treat, you're building a connection. And who knows, maybe years down the line, you'll reminisce about that time you had the most delicious ice cream in Iceland. And your heart will warm just like that cone did. Number 5. You won't find a Big Mac. Did you know there are only 2 countries in the entire European continent that dare to resist the allure of golden arches? Yep, you heard me right, 2. And if we want to get technical, which, let's face it, we do, we'll count 3 if we give a nod to the Vatican. But who's really counting, right? Speaking of those brave outliers, one of them happens to be the mesmerizing Iceland. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone refuse the allure of a juicy, mouth-watering Big Mac? Well, my friends, the story is both intriguing and surprising. Imagine a time not too long ago when a lone outpost of the iconic burger chain ventured into the heart of Iceland. Central Reykjavik saw the rise of a McDonald's, serving up those familiar flavors that have captivated taste buds worldwide. But as fate would have it, 2008 brought a financial crisis that sounded the final bell for this Icelandic McDonald's chapter. So what led to the exit of the beloved golden arches from the land of fire and ice? Stay tuned, because there's more to this story than meets the eye. You see, even before the financial turmoil, the Icelandic public had already developed a taste for something a bit different. The ever-so-charming locals favored a little joint called Hamborgarabullen, better known as Tommy's Burger Joint. It's as if the Icelandic palate had its own unique preferences, making it a true case of local flavors trumping global giants. Iceland's culinary landscape is dotted with other hidden gems that could tempt any foodie's taste buds. If you're a burger enthusiast, you're in for a real treat. Ever heard of Hagavagnin and Smash? These are just a couple of the fantastic burger joints that dot the Icelandic culinary map. So while you won't find a Big Mac gracing your tray, you'll find a plethora of other options that might just redefine your idea of burger perfection. Thank you for joining me today as we unveiled this intriguing slice of Icelandic history. If you found this video as irresistible as a freshly made burger, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more captivating content, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on our next adventure. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.